I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on the Spotlight Network, we're unlocking the secrets to financial success by changing the way you think. We're discussing a powerful book. It's called Money Mindset, Reprogram Your Subconscious Mind for Wealth. It's written by a terrific author. His name is Richard Trillion Mantey, and in the book, he reveals how shifting your mindset can transform your financial future. If you're ready to break free from limiting beliefs and develop a mindset of abundance, this book is a game changer. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today on Spotlight. We thank the team at Atticus Publishing for helping us put him in the spotlight today. And we ask viewers like you to support authors like him by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing his amazing book. The links are below this interview. And be sure to download the Spotlight Network TV app streaming on Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire TV. Richard, thank you so much for joining me here today on Spotlight.
Thank you so much for having me today.
It is my pleasure, sir. This book is a game changer for people who read it and adopt the principles that you espouse within the pages. Talk to us a little bit first about how do we adopt our brain or change our brain to have a money mindset?
Basically, when we're born as a kid, from the time we were little to the time we reach 6 years old, it depends about how you grew up. So if you grew up in an environment that is a rich environment, uh, listening to your parent and the people around you in the environment actually program you subconsciously without you being even become aware of it. So if you're unfortunate and you grow up in the area or environment or maybe a family that are not consciously aware that they are rich, it affects you subconsciously. And when you grow up, you try to want to make a living or start a business, and this belief system that you have within you is actually going to affect your progress, basically. So until you actually change this belief system you have within yourself regarding money, it affects you unconsciously. It's like it becomes like a software that runs your life, you know.
Mm.
So you have to become aware of what kind of program that you have within yourself regarding money, and you have to change that program if you are struggling with money. And some people are fortunate to be grown up in a family that have a lot of money, so they don't have that kind of problem. But I'm talking about those who are actually struggling with money. You know, that's what I'm talking about.
Exactly. Some people grow up in circumstances where, their fathers and mothers make a lot of money. They invest in real estate, they invest in the stock market, they put a high value on higher education, and those are the things that are going to bring their child along down the road because they grew up hearing about all this stuff. You have another parent who is concerned about rent, who thinks college is a waste of money, and so forth and so on. So a lot of mindset can be a limiting belief. And like you said, we need to break free of those limiting beliefs and also reprogram our brain. How do we start that reprogramming process? What are some practical techniques that readers can use to start the process of thinking on a bigger scale or thinking like a rich person?
Yeah, basically, I mean, we have the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. The conscious mind, basically, I'm sure you already know what the conscious mind is, and maybe some of the people that listen to me might not know about it, so I'm going to explain it. Your conscious mind is your thinking mind, and your subconscious mind is your habitual mind. And
Mhm.
basically, this conscious mind, whatever you're thinking or you're saying consistently over and over, it becomes a habit. It goes straight into your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind is extremely so powerful that it actually affects 95% of the way you think. Is
Mhm.
where all habits are formed. So basically, with this book that I wrote here, the secret of this book is actually using your conscious mind to program your subconscious mind to become rich. So you can use three principles. You
Mhm.
could use imagination, you can use affirmation, also you can use gratitude. These three
Mhm.
principles. And as you're talking, uh, I'm going to go a little bit detail about how you use these three principles to actually program your subconscious mind to become wealthy and rich.
Wonderful, wonderful. What do you feel are some of the biggest financial mistakes people make because they have a negative money mindset?
Well, I mean, that mindset, every thought that you have, actually, if you thinking that consistently, it becomes a habit, and
Mhm.
that habit ingrained into your subconscious mind. And when it's ingrained there, the subconscious mind is like a million times more powerful than your conscious mind. So it will influence your thought and your behavior to actually act a certain way to or actually determine your outcome of whatever you do. So it's extremely very important that we stay positive and think positive so that we'll have a positive outcome in everything we do. Because every thought that comes into your mind, it consistently it programs your subconscious mind and it will affect you in the future,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah,
And these principles that you teach
yeah.
um, apply to more than just finance. It applies to personal development and even weight loss. It's basically the same type of mind reprogramming, right? Tell us about that.
Well, basically, imagination, basically, your subconscious mind doesn't know what is real and what is imagined. So if you are not financially aware that you are rich and you want to change your finances, every time you imagine yourself, you have to be specific and precise exactly how much money you want, or maybe you want to buy a house and you don't have a house. You have to consistently imagine yourself living your dream house consistently.
Mm.
And it sounds like you are daydreaming, but it's not a daydreaming. Basically, athletes use the same principles to actually become rich, and even actors use the same principle to become rich. So you have to consistently imagine yourself seeing how much money you have in your bank account in your mind consistently over and over. And let's say if you're looking for a car, your dream car, you have to see yourself driving that car. You have to touch the car. You have to hear people telling you, wow, this is a really nice car that you have. So you can do the same way with the house you want to live in, the what do you call it, the car you want to drive, or how much money you want to actually become worth, how much money you want to gain, right? So, or maybe a business that you want to do, you have to see yourself, people congratulating you, imagine yourself, people saying you are successful, what do you call it, for having this kind of business, it becomes successful. So you have to hear people saying that. Use your five senses to do
Mhm.
that over and over consistently into your mind. And you have to remember, like I said before, that your subconscious mind doesn't know what is real, what is imagined. So as you keep on doing that over and over, it will literally take it as it is and it will cause it to happen in your life.
Mm, absolutely. Visualization in every
Yeah,
field is such a powerful tool. You first have to picture yourself able to do something and succeeding at it before you can do it. Every
yeah.
pitcher does it, every quarterback does it. He envisions himself making the perfect pass and connecting with his receiver. The same thing's true, as you say, with money and wealth and belongings and property, whether it be a car or a house. You have to picture yourself in that big, beautiful house, and then your brain will help you find the way to get there. I think that's very, very true. What advice would you have for someone who's struggling with debt and feeling hopeless about their financial future?
Well, the advice I'll give them is that, like, if you are going through a debt, struggling with debt, you have to take your attention from the debt and you have to focus on what you want, but not what you're going through. Because the beautiful thing about the mind is that whatever you focus on, you begin to attract it. So if you
Mhm.
are in debt and you're thinking about the debt, you're going to get more of that. That's exactly what you get. So you have to focus on the opposite of the debt, which is success and prosperity and something that you want, exactly opposite of what you don't want. And you focus on that. When you focus on consistent and see yourself actually getting it, it will cause your mind to take you to a place whereby you have opportunities that will bring success into your life.
Exactly. Like I said, you got to picture yourself getting that job, picture yourself living in that house, picture yourself driving that car, and your brain will help you find the way to get there. The energy you put out into the universe comes back to you, don't you think?
100%.
Agreed 100%. The name of the book is Money Mindset, Reprogram Your Subconscious Mind for Wealth. It's written by a terrific author. His name is Richard Trillion Mantey. And in the book, he reveals how shifting your mindset can transform your financial future. If you're ready to break free from limiting beliefs and develop a mindset of abundance, this is a book you must pick up. Buy that house, don't rent it. Get the most beautiful car you've ever imagined. Buy that boat, start that business, live your life, live your best life. It all begins up here. Richard, thank you so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
Thank you very much for having me. It was a pleasure coming to your show.
Pleasure having you on the show. To the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time until next time on Spotlight.